You start. Town clerk, allow your delegation members to do the same, after which our team will also do the introductions, and I'll call upon you to make your submission of your memorandum. It's now time for introduction.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, Honorable MPs. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Mary Moore Lapken. I'm Council Secretary Pongwe. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. My name is Wilson Sakala. I'm the Director of Finance from Pongwe Town Council. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. My name is Charles Simkonda, Director Planning, Pongwe Town Council.
Good evening, Chair. My name is Jolwe Jaliolola, Internal Auditor, Pongwe Town Council. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Keto Chitalu, Assistant Procurement Officer. Thank you.
You may switch off your mic, Cholwe.
Good evening, Chair and the committee. I'm Chiwe Jack, Chief Administrative and Committee Officer. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, members. Kambwamba Robi, Assistant Director Public Health Services, Pongwe Town Council.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lungu Richard, Director Engineering Services.
Thank you so much. Our permanent witnesses, Office of the Auditor General.
Good evening, Chair, and once again, good evening, honorable members of the committee. You are welcome, Mpongwe Council. My name is Traxons Mbahamianda, Director under the Office of the Auditor General. I'm in charge of Copperbelt Province. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, honorable members of the committee. Good evening, Pongwe and everyone. My name is Darius Chimezadilami, Assistant Director from Office of the Auditor General, Copperbelt Province. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Luvinda Sinyani from the Planning and Research Department in the Office of the Auditor General. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our permanent witness from Ministry of Finance.
Good evening, Chair. My name is Stanley Mwemba, coming from the Office of the Accountant General, Ministry of Finance. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair, and good evening, honorable members of Parliament. Good evening, Pongwe Town Council. My name is Jeffan Siame from the Office of Controller of Internal Audit, Ministry of Finance.
Thank you. Our permanent witness from Ministry of Local Government.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, and good evening, honorable members of Parliament. Welcome, Pongwe Town Council. I'm Kazinga Kennedy, permanent witness from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development.
Thank you. Good evening, Chair. Good evening, members of the committee, and good evening, Pongwe Town Council. My name is Joyce Kuransa from Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Secretariat.
Good evening, Emmanuel Walia from the Office of the Clerk.
Honorable members of the committee. Honorable member from Mfumbwe.
Thank you, Chair, and good evening, everyone. Good evening, Pongwe Council, and you're welcome to your committee. My name is Elliot Kamondo. I'm a Member of Parliament from Mfumbwe. Thank you.
The Honorable Member for Usakile.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, Pongwe Council. Kalobo Pavyuma is my name. I represent the good people of Sakile constituency, Kitwe, in the Copperbelt.
The Honorable Member for Kaumbwe.
Good evening, Pongwe. I'm Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe, Petauke District of the Eastern Province. Thank you.
My name is Christopher Shakafuswa, Member of Parliament for Mandevu constituency of Lusaka District. I'm the Vice Chairperson of the committee, privileged to chair this session. I will invite you, Town Clerk, Council Secretary, to make your submission.
Thank you, Chair. Memorandum submission on accounts of local authorities for the audit of Pongwe Town Council cited in paragraph 32 of the Auditor's General Report on Council Operations. I'll go straight to the first query, Chair. Management response, Chair. Management acknowledges the observation by auditor and wishes to report that the variance of 2,468,785 was caused by failure by some rate payers to pay property rates, Chair, during the period under review. Low collection of plot premium, Chair, from the parcels of land issued and the low collection on licenses. Action taken, Chair. On local taxes, Chair, the Council planned to collect 1.2 million from property rates, but only collected 625,370 as of 31st December 2023. Chair, management has since issued demand notices to ZESCO, Zambia Limited, for the non-payment of property rates for the year 2023, amounting to 646,573 Naintengwe. Evidence, Chair, is on Appendix 1. On fees and charges, Chair, Council planned to collect 6.2 million from fees and charges. However, the Council only managed to collect 4.7 million. The variance, Chair, was attributed to low turnout from the sale of land. However, management collected the funds in the following year, Chair. Licenses, in the following year, Chair, management managed to collect everything. On licenses, Chair, Council planned to collect 95,469 from licenses, but only managed to collect 39,928, resulting in an adverse variance, Chair. The adverse variance, Chair, was attributed to the fact that most businesses where the Council collected liquor licenses in the district had closed down. Management further wishes to report that the budget line for licenses, Chair, was reduced to 39,138 in the year in 2024 financial year as a collective measure and taking into account the updated business database in the district. On licenses, Chair, the Council planned to collect 1,336,000. I beg your pardon, Chair. The Council planned to collect 1,336,000 from levies, but managed only to collect 1,704,000.
Can you give us the correct figure? That's why you're also struggling. Can you give us the correct figure so that we properly record it?
Yes, Chair. The Council managed to collect 1,336,000 from levies, but only collected 1 million.
Director Finance, what is supposed to be the correct figure on this? Because this, if I'm to read it the way it's reading, it's actually 133,611 kwacha.
Thank you, Chair. There should be a typo error. There's a 1 missing on the last 11. It's supposed to read 1,336,111, as shown also in the table above. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. We can amend, correct.
Thank you, Chair, for that.
Please go ahead.
Yes, Chair. So the Council planned to collect 1,336,111 from levies, but managed to collect 1.7 million, resulting in a favorable variance of 28%, Chair. The favorable variance was attributed to new businesses in the district and having an updated database. On permits, Chair, Council planned to collect 296,379,377 from levies, but managed to collect 379,729, resulting again in a favorable variance share of 28%. The variance share was attributed to new businesses in the district and having an updated database. Other grants share, the council did not plan to receive any grant in lieu of rates, but received 1 million share. That is also an error share. It's supposed to read 1.1 million in the period under review. Other receipts share, the council planned to receive 373,526 in respect of other income, but only managed to received 710,968. The variance share was attributed to Constituency Development Fund interest of 450,906.17 received in the period under review. On the Local Government Equalization Fund Chair, the Council planned to receive 9.8 million in respect of the Local Government Equalization funding for the year 2023, but only managed to receive 9.6 million Chair. Fines amounting to 174,000 were deducted at source from Minister of Local Government and Rural Development in respect of statutory contributions such as LASIF, ZULAO, and ZCTU, audit fees and other deductions, Chair. Chair, the second audit...
You can skip this and go to page 6.
Okay, thank you,
It's
Chair.
the same as what you were reading.
Yes, Chair, thank you. Chair, on failure to collect plot premium at Kaflafuta Dam, Chair, management wishes to acknowledge the findings of observations of the auditors and wish to state that the period under review, Chair, Council failed to collect plot premium amounting to 1,160,000 for small holding in Kaflafuta due to the replanning of the area, Chair, which necessitated by the encroachment into a client's title. The action taken, Chair, management replanned the Kaflafuta plots and all the affected applicants were relocated to the new plots. After the audit period, Chair, those clients who did not pay in full were advised to pay, and some clients paid in full, Chair. Further, management advertised the plots for repossession so that plots are given to serious developers, and the advert is still running, Chair. Remedial measures, Chair, management to ensure that whenever the area is being opened up for plots, the area should be properly planned, surveyed, numbered, and serviced before advertising to the general public. On D, Chair, management wishes to acknowledge the omission and acknowledges the auditor's observation of paying all allowances to 2 employees who were retired, contrary to circular number 2. Contrary to circular number 2, Chair, officers who were separated from the council through retirement, Chair, were irregularly paid education, rural hardship, transport allowance, and the amounting to 118,517. The action taken, Chair, management has since deducted the overpayment from the total standing amount, Chair, and further the employees have been written to in line with the Public Service Management Division Circular number B26 of 2022, Chair. Remedial measures, Chair, management will endeavor to adhere to Circular number B26 of 2022 of paying only basic pay and housing allowance for officers retained on the payroll. Chair, on Appendix 2, unspent funds. Management wishes to acknowledge the omission and acknowledge the auditor's observation. The query was caused by management's failure to spend $3,352,803 within the financial year. Management, on action taken, Chair, management has since spent the funds, Chair. The funds were meant for salaries, purchase of a vehicle, payments for survey diagrams, legal fees, and also statutory contributions. Remedial measures, Chair, management will ensure to spend all received funds in the financial year. Appendix 6, Chair, on unsupported payments. Management wishes to acknowledge the omissions and observations made by the auditors and wishes to state that the query was caused by payment vouchers not being fully supported with receipts. Action taken, Chair. Management has since supported all the payment vouchers with receipts, and Auditor General has been invited for verifications, Chair. Remedial measures, Chair. Management should endeavor to support all payment vouchers with all the necessary documentation. Appendix 19, Chair. Failure to provide white books for movable assets. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the query was caused by management failure to acquire white books for 6 vehicles. On action taken, management has since obtained the history books from Ministry of Transport and Logistics, as white books would still not be traced, Chair, except for the Jeep ABF 5491, which belongs to Community Development, as Council had no details of ownership of the Jeep at the time of audit. Remedial measures, Chair. Management will ensure to safeguard all white books for Council vehicles. On Appendix 20, Chair, failure to secure properties with title deeds. Management wishes to acknowledge the observation made by auditors and wishes to state that the query was caused by management failure to secure 23 properties on title due to financial consequences, Chair. Action taken, Chair. Management has since secured 11 offer letters from Minister of Lands and is in the process of engaging the licensed surveyor for survey diagrams. Remedial measures, Chair. Management will ensure that all Council properties are secured with a title deed. Further, management wishes to acknowledge the observation made by auditors for failure to maintain civic center, the civic center, market and main checkpoint, and Council houses. Failure to maintain the above properties, Chair, was mainly attributed to limited resources. The action taken, Chair. The Civic Center, management wishes to report that on the Civic Center, Chair, management wishes to report that in the year under review, management started rehabilitation of Civic Center in a phased manner. Management has already replaced the rehabilitated ceiling boards in 2 offices at the Civic Center, namely the committee office and planning office, and it is in the process of extending similar works to other offices with rehabilitated ceiling boards. This process, Chair, is being conducted in a phased manner due to limited resources. Further, management has replaced all the broken down systems, handles and door handles in various offices, Chair, and toilets at the Civic Center as part of its routine maintenance. On the market, Chair, management has replaced the broken window at the market ablution block, and it has been maintaining the ablution block, Chair, in a sanitary state to ensure the infrastructure continue to serve its intended purpose and promote hygiene. Management has also replaced security lights that were blown off as part of routine maintenance. On the checkpoint, Chair, management has since replaced the blown security lights at the checkpoint, installed solar street lights, has also enhanced lighting and security at the main checkpoint. On houses, Chair, management wishes to report that in the year under review, management has embarked on maintenance of Council houses in a phased approach as resolved by management. The further phase, Chair, was the installation of grill gates and debugger bars to ensure safety of households. Council has also done internal painting in one of the council houses, Chair. Remedial measures, Chair. Management to ensure that council infrastructure is properly maintained. Management in its council-approved 2025 budget has allocated funds for maintenance of council properties at a cost of 160, Chair. Management will endeavor to maintain council properties. On the Appendix 23, Chair, on poor management of waste, Management Chair wishes to acknowledge audit query regarding poor waste management. The challenge, Chair, was from its limited resources, Chair, which have constrained our ability to fully implement waste management by securing the dump site. Action taken, Chair. Management wishes to report that efforts are underway, Chair, to address the issue, and that facing commenced as resources have become available, and we remain committed to improving waste management through a phased approach as additional funding and materials are secured, Chair. Remedy measures, Chair. The local authority introduced the PPP as a strategy to broaden the revenue base, Chair, and ensure sustainable waste management in the district. Chair, on failure to dispose of unserviceable motor vehicles, management wishes to acknowledge the omission and the auditor's observation of the failure by management to dispose a motor vehicle. Action taken, Chair. Management disposed 6 motor vehicles in 2024, and management has had hope of repairing the Taffy tractor. However, management has resolved to dispose it off in 2025. Remedial measures, Chair. Management will always ensure to dispose of absolute assets on time. Failure to settle statutory and other obligations, Chair. Management wishes to acknowledge the findings of auditor. The failure to settle 9,035,449, Chair, was as a result of having limited resources for its historical debts, Chair. On action taken, Chair, management has strived in making payments to the statutory bodies despite having limited resources. The debt, Chair, has since been reduced by 882,634.89. Remedial measures, Chair. Management will endeavor to pay statutory obligations as they fall due. Appendix 29, Chair. Failure to settle staff obligations. Management wishes to acknowledge the findings of the auditor. The failure to settle staff obligations of 1,588,175 was as a result of having limited resources. Action taken, Chair. Management has strived in making payments towards staff debt despite having limited resources, Chair. The debt has since been reduced by 551,654. Remedial measures, Chair. Management will endeavor to pay staff debts as they fall due. A plan has been formulated, Chair, to settle most of the debt. On failure to secure fire officers, Chair, management regrets the omission and wishes to acknowledge the observations made by the auditors on the failure by management to secure 4 fire officers in the period under review. Management, Chair, has since secured all the 4 fire officers. The remedial measures, Chair. Management will ensure that fire officers are insured every year. That's where I end my submission, Chair. Thank you. Oh, there's
we have one more on the next page, 14.
Oh, okay, Chair. Appendix 34, Chair, on lack of rescue ambulances and marine rescue equipment.
Appendix 35.
35, yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Management lacks firefighting equipment, Chair, namely ambulance, marine rescue equipment, and fire tender. Action taken, Chair. Management currently does not have financial capacity to procure mentioned firefighting equipment. And therefore, Chair, the Council has since written to the parent ministry to assist in procuring the firefighting equipment. Remedial measures, Chair. For bigger fire incidents, Council recently relies on the Luansha Municipal Council to assist with their firefighting equipment, and for smaller incidents, Council has the equipment. That's where in my
Thank you so much. Points of clarifications, Honorable Member from Mfumbwe.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. And the CS would like to thank you for a wonderful presentation. I take you to page 7. Weakness in the management of payroll and staff related matters. Irregular payment of allowances to retirees. Through your chair, I think when people err, if you pay people erroneously, that is a problem actually. And when people are paid like that, it should be reversed. And according to Mpongwe Council, I think they did the needful to make sure that those people that were paid erroneously, they repaid. And this is how it's supposed to be. And we are urging other councils also to emulate Mpongwe. And like other councils, even when they are providing evidence, we don't get actually the proper evidence. And they tell us no, because they were already paid and we can't recover the money. But with this case, it's a totally different case. The amount which was involved is 118,517. They have recovered the money. But however, the only challenge that I have, maybe going forward, is to show the evidence that indeed, when you look at Appendix 3, through your chair, yeah, if I take you to paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't want to read everything. Reference is made here like a salary adjustment yourself. So in view of the foregone, we wish to advise that the Council has since adjusted your monthly earnings to the stipulated i.e. your basic pay and housing allowances only. Additionally, that's where I think I wanted to go. Additionally, you are informed that such other allowances amounting to so much money, which was 88, which were paid to you erroneously, shall be recovered from your terminal benefit. This is how it's supposed to be. If people obtain money, of course it was not their problem, but the management is supposed to come in and make sure that all the monies are recovered. Now, the only challenge that I have, while I praise actually Mpongwe, is that you didn't indicate anywhere to show that indeed this has been done and the monies have been recovered. I don't know, maybe if you have got that information, I urge you to submit it to this committee so that at least we are able to avail to it, so that we know exactly that what you are telling us by your action taken is correct. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Additional Honorable Kalobo.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Kindly draw the microphone.
Thank you very much, Chair. On the same matter, Honorable Kamondo has raised, I want to draw you again to Appendix 3, the same evidence he has just been referring to. On On Appendix 3, Chair, there are 2 letters written by the council to these 2 employees who were erroneously paid allowances. Chair, myself, personally, when I look at this evidence, this is just a letter written by the council because there's no acknowledgement. There's also no evidence showing that indeed the council recovered the said funds. Mpongwe Council, why have you chosen to appear before this committee with empty evidence which does not show that you really recovered these said funds which you erroneously paid these 2 officers? Because this is just a letter. It could have even been written, Chair, just for the purpose of trying to run away from this query, this committee. So, Mpongwe Council, why have you presented incomplete evidence which is backdated 25 September 2024? Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you so much. Yes, CS, you may respond.
Chair, I think the question is one and the same from the 2 honorable MPs. The reason why we didn't show the deduction, Chair, we are still owing these employees, Chair. We are still owing them. We are yet to clear their dues. So meaning, Chair, we deduct. That is why we wrote to them to inform them that the money that they used to get, Chair, will be adjusted. So it's not like we would deduct, we have deducted, we would deduct because we are still owing. We still have their money, Chair. I submit, Chair.
Honorable Kamondo.
Yes, CS, we hear you very well. But in order for us to have accurate information, we would like you to provide the evidence that you have started paying them. We understand that, yes, you have agreed and you have communicated to them. However, the problem is that we are not very comfortable that this action has taken place. So if you had provided some evidence, I think that can comfort us. And that is the reason why the honorable member also added on what I said, that no, I think depending on this letter only doesn't actually explain everything that you are doing. The action you took was that you wrote them, but they have not responded in any case. And what you did, what you are doing, we don't know. And this committee doesn't know. So if that evidence was provided, I think that benefit of doubt would be cleared.
Additional, Honorable Kalau.
Thank you very much, Chair. On the same, let me draw the committee to page 7. D, weakness in management of payroll staff related matters, irregular payment. On action taken, CS has told us that management has since deducted the overpayment from the total outstanding amount. Further, the retirees have been written to in line with the Public Service Management Division Circular number B62 of 2022. See Appendix 3. So we are not in contention of the second statement where you as management you have written to them, but we are in contention with your first statement where you have said you have deducted. Just now you have submitted that you have not yet even deducted these funds because you are still owing these people. So is it your wish to amend this statement so that it is in line with the actions that you have taken and is still underway?
Yes, witness, you may respond.
Chair, salaries will be paid before the end of this month, so we shall do the deduction, and the evidence, Chair, will be provided on, I don't know, Friday or the day that you can give us.
Have you done any deductions so far from these
Yes,
retirees?
Chair, we've started preparing the payroll where we have effected the deductions.
Honorable
Chair,
Kalobo?
maybe Director Finance.
Yes, Director of Finance.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. It is as is written in the memorandum. Chair, the two were written to when the auditors came to audit us for the year 2023. They ended the audit in September. So immediately in September, Chair, we effected we removed the paying off these other extra allowances which we are paying them. So, Chair, we apologize, but we'll provide the evidence even by Friday in forms of pay slips and also bank statements to show, Chair, that the deductions were effective in September. Chair, so for these amounts, currently we are not paying the other allowances. We're only paying the basic allowance and the housing allowance. Then the deduction of this 80,000 has been done in the ledgers because we still owe them. So from the total outstanding amount, Chair, we have deducted the overpayments. I submit, Chair.
Do you have the ledgers before this committee so that we can have sight of them?
Chair, I apologize, but the ledgers and all the pay slips, including the bank statements, will be provided to Secretariat by Friday, as my CS has already said, Chair.
Still, there is no evidence.
They don't have the evidence. They've gone ahead to suggest that with the indulgence of the committee, we allow them to submit the extra information. We'll give you a benefit of doubt, provide the information on either tomorrow, latest Friday. Next question, Honorable Pavima.
Thank you very much, Chair. May I draw the committee to page 3? Local Government Equalization Fund. CS, we have submitted that the council planned to receive 9,829,137 in respect of the Local Government Equalization Fund for the year 2023, but only received 9,654,720. So, and down there, in the last you have indicated that funds amounting to 274,418 were deducted at source from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development in respect of statutory contributions such as LASIF, ZCTU, ZULAU, audit fees and other deductions. You have not provided evidence on any appendix. You've just ended like this. Do you have evidence anywhere cited indicating these deductions to prove that indeed the local authority deducted these funds at source? Then also let me take you to page 8, Chair. Appendix 6, unsupported payments. On your action taken, you have said management since supported all the 80 payments vouchers with receipts, and the Auditor General has been invited for verification. These funds are amounting to 1,008,300 kwacha. You have referred the committee to Appendix 5, which does not exist in your memorandum. And the same chair, same spirit of making reference to the appendix which does not exist has been exhibited on, we go to page 12. Here again, this is the query, failure to settle stated obligations. On your action taken, said management has since strived in making payments to statutory bodies despite having limited resources. The debt has since been reduced by 882,634 kwacha 89 ingwe. This debt was 9,035,449. Again here, they've referred us to Appendix 11, again, which does not exist in their memorandum. So, can you provide this evidence so that we verify? Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you so much. Yes, CS?
Chair, we provided these box files. That is where the evidence is, because they couldn't fit on this. So when you go in this box file, Chair, all the appendix are there. Thank you, Chair. The appendix 5 is there, 11 is there.
This one?
This box file.
Okay. So kindly guide the honorable member where the information is sitting.
Director Finance can take it up.
Yes, Director Finance.
So when you go to this box, Chair, there is a schedule of just give me that copy. The schedule where the auditors queried this schedule here. So evidence is going according to the schedules that are there. So from number 1, you see that payment vouchers are on Appendix 5, all of them amounting to 108,300.
Thank you. Next question, Honorable Kalobo.
Chair, how can it be evidence when vouchers are not properly acquitted? I can't see the receiver on the vouchers. Receiver, in you writing where someone's supposed to receive, yes, you have indicated, but the receiver is not signed. For example, this voucher I'm having, is it Mevin Bulaya and Willard, is it Chisa?
For example, the first voucher, Chair, the acquittal sheet is attached where the receiver.
Can you respond to the question asked about
check your second voucher, 1435.
Are you there? Director Finance, would you want to help? You've seen the voucher?
Yes, you can go.
Thank you, Chair. On the same payment voucher, Chair, there is an overtime claim allowance which is attached, which is showing that the recipient, Chair, did apply and did receive the funds in a form of signing the claimant's signature. Thank you, Chair.
The fund signed for, the amount is different. It's 800, yes, 400.
Thank you, Chair. If you look at on the summary, Chair, the error amount is 400, which was meant to be a receipt. That is why, Chair, we have attached a receipt which this officer needed to attach as transport. Thank you, Chair.
The receipt is 200.
Chair, if you can see on the receipts, there are 2 receipts, Chair. So these are bus fares to and from the local authority, Chair.
Do you have the original receipts?
Chair, the original receipts are at the office. Chair, yes, we do have them.
Would have loved to look at the receipt numbers, which are not showing, to at least show us that these are 2 different receipts.
Maybe I take you to another voucher, 7280, syndicating 1,480. The ticket here is 600. Voucher 7280. And the recipient has not signed anyway.
Yes, Dave, your comment?
As we are trying to think, voucher 7395. Total figure is 2,495. The evidence you have provided is 1,725. Chair, this is enough to show that the evidence is not adequate.
Your comment, CS?
Chair, maybe a few errors could be made here and there, Chair, but when you look at our evidence that we have provided, Chair, I think most of them are adequate. However, Chair, as we go back, we shall go and sit and look at the entire evidence to make sure that we don't miss anything, Chair. I submit.
As you go back, ensure that for all the payments that you make, the impress holder acquits the payment. You shouldn't wait for too long for the auditors to remind you, because the query is that this information was not there. We are belaboring to go through ourselves. This week, these files should have been given to the auditors during the time they came to your local authority. If you had given them this information, this query would have been dropped. You've only provided this one, which has not even been verified by the auditors from the Auditor General. So your commitment should be that such a reoccurrence should not be there, and your officers through Director Finance must retire impressed immediately. That is my comment, but I would love to hear your comment as well in terms of commitment.
Chair, commitment, I think we will make sure that they acquit and also retire. If they don't, within 48 hours, Chair, we deduct from their salaries. And that is what it is supposed to be done, Chair. So as we get back, we ensure that we commit ourselves to do this, Chair. Thank you.
Director Finance, have you heard what your CS is saying?
Chair, yes, this is an issue which we talked about in management as well. So yes, Chair, I'm very much aware what CS has alluded to. Thank you.
Honorable Dr. Mwanza.
I refer the committee to page 6 of your submission. Failure to collect plot premium, Kafula Futa dam plots. You have given a history that council advertised for on 20th January 2023, 51 plots on the bank of Kafula Futa Dam, which is a very attractive area. And the composition of the plots is 1 hectare, there are 24. And the 1 acre, there are 27. Council collected 1,870,000, leaving a balance of 1,160,000 kwacha, as tabulated below. Now, the failure for the council to collect these plot premiums is because of the replanning of the area, which was necessitated by the encroachment into a client's title. The action is that you have already you have replanted the Kafufta plots, and all the affected applicants were relocated to the new plots. And we can read together with appendix number 2. So the questions are, or something to for clarification. When was council aware of the encroachment to the affected plots before advertising, and what type of encroachment are we talking about here? First we answer that, and then we can follow other questions.
Yes. Chair, council was not aware about the encroachment. It became aware, Chair, after discovering that part of the land that the council gave was on title. Chair, this land was gotten, it was a customary land gotten from our Royal Highness, Chief Malembeka. She's the one who gave the land to council. So, Chair, we were not aware that part of the land was on title, and that is why, after discovering that we encroached in somebody's title, that is how the chief gave an additional piece of land to the council to compensate the encroachment that was done, and that is how we sorted the issue, Chair. So those that were located in that area which was encroached were relocated and given alternative piece of land. Thank you, Chair.
Director Planning here.
Thank you so much, Chair. So the number of plots that were affected, there were about 15 somewhere there, and we replanted the same area because we had to engage the chieftainess so that he can give us the alternative land, which is just close to the bank of on the bank of Kaflafta Dam. So this is what we did.
You spoke too early. My question to you is, can an individual or an applicant get title deed without going through the council?
It's not all that easy, and that's why it came as a surprise to us.
So you mean this person that got title did not pass through the council?
Yeah, on that one, it's difficult to say, because what happened is that we were the first ones to be given by the chief. But afterwards, we discovered that there was this person who was claiming.
We have bestowed upon you immunity so that you can give information which is truthful. My question to you is it true that you are not aware that this person had applied for a title? Because I know the role of your department when one is acquiring a title. So are you saying that this particular person did not apply through the council to obtain a title deed? Yes, Director Planning.
What I can say is that we were not aware as a local authority about this individual.
Did this person apply to the council? Did the council give recommendation to the Ministry of Land for them to obtain title?
We are not aware.
Yes or no?
No.
That is the answer that we're looking for. You don't believe by explaining something that has a direct answer. Honorable Kalobo, you have...
After they were given this handover ceremony, even the whole discussion of being given this land, where was it taking place? Was it a discussion in the palace? If it was a discussion in the palace, did they take time to go on the ground to go and verify the boundaries? Because customary land, people will give you boundaries. Even the people who are staying in here, they know their boundaries, even if they are in a customary land. Did you do that? Did you go to verify with the donors and the other responsible people who understand these chiefdom boundaries? Did you go on the ground before accusing those individuals that they sat on your land? Thank you very much.
Additional, Honorable Member for Kaumbwe.
The Appendix 2 is showing demarcation of plots, which is as a result of the replanning. In the verbal presentation by the planner, he said that only 15 plots were affected. So if we look at the map, I know we can understand it. Just a box is showing the extent of the plot. So the one that is in dark, in black, is the one that was encroached, and the one in red is the new location. When you count these plots that are in black here, that were affected, there are 29 plots. And those in red now, the replanning is 21 plots. The numbers don't match. So my question is, when you look at also the first page of appendix number 2, there are 5 clients who have responded to the call, and you have raised 290,000 kwacha from the balance of 1,160,000, and now you have a balance of 870,000 kwacha, of which you have advertised, and you have put the advertisement notice to say those that could not respond within 21 days, you revoke the letters of offer. How do you explain the mismatch in the number of properties that were already given to what you have presented on the map?
Thank you so much, Chair. When you look at the map there, there is a big chunk within plot number L, Mpongwe 4026-320. So this is the land which belonged to an individual which had encroached, which as a local authority we encroached into. Therefore, because of this encroachment, now we had to replan. So at first, the number of plots which we had, there were 51. Now, as a result of this encroachment, the number of plots reduced to 50 without compromising on the number of applicants that we received, because at that particular time we received 50 applicants. So hence, now we see the red map which is showing how the area was planned in order to accommodate the other applicants. Sorry to say that I mentioned that it's 15, otherwise it's according to the number of plots that we have, about 21 there that were affected. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Honorable Kamondo, kindly give us the concluding remarks for this section, for this session.
Thank you. You can go ahead. You are the chair.
Hey, I'm delegating to Honorable Kamondo.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Mpongwe, the people of Mpongwe are expecting you to do a good job to provide actually services to them. And then what we are seeing here, whenever you come here to provide evidence, you should bring in all the evidence which is necessary to make sure that we come up with a very good report. From the evidence which is actually provided here, some of it is not okay. And according to the chairman, the way actually he spoke very well, he had already concluded. And he had already given you assignments that going forward you have been given, you discuss with Secretariat, that the assignments that you have been given, so that you bring the extra. Don't actually hide some information, because at the end of the day we'll need it. And that is going to, we will start now suspecting whether the evidence that you are providing is correct or not, or whether the commitments that you are making, whether they are actual commitments and you are going to actualize them or not. So even other councils that are listening, we want to make sure that these things are done accordingly. And also, where you see that you don't need to wait for the auditors to come. Even simple things, actually, there are a lot of issues that we could have interrogated. But due to time, I think we just decided to minimize, actually, the questions that we are going to ask you. Because when you look at what you were presenting here, certain information is not available. Why do you restrict yourself? Come out. And also certain issues which you were supposed to resolve with the auditors. Some of the things that you have brought here, you should have resolved with them. You don't need to wait, no. I think for me, in summary, I just want to encourage them to do better than what they've done.
Thank you so much. The immunity given to you at the start of the meeting is hereby uplifted. Please go and work well and do better, like the honorable member has indicated and counseled. We don't expect more queries in the year 2024. Thank you, and go well.
Good evening, and thank you for still being with us on Parliament Television. That was a live broadcast of the Committee on Local Government Accounts, in which they were receiving a submission from Mpongwe Town Council. And today's broadcast, that marks today's live broadcast, but continue watching Parliament Television.
is an announcement from the Office of the Clerk of the National Assembly. The fourth session of the 13th National Assembly, which adjourned Sine Die on the 6th of December 2024, will resume on Tuesday, 11th February 2025 at 14:30 hours. All members of Parliament are required to be in Lusaka by Monday, 10th February 2025.
Keep